field. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Panthers 1st down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, he'll take a shot from... Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Trying to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
The score, Panthers 7, Washington 0. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Corn Elder. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Washington 0.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Joey Slye for the Panther field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the made field goal, here's Slye to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
At the 19-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Gibson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
2nd and 12.
56. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. 56 to Mike. 56.
From the 50, it's Smith. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 25-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score.
7-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd and 12, Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 19 yards away.
And Washington able to make this a close game again. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Time to go to work.
Next to score, Panthers 10. Washington 7. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater got his man, Robbie Anderson.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 36.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first step.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The
Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. To throw, Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He spins free. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Bridgewater will give this to McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Bridgewater now. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, 35 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Smith. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Smith. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
The pass.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Pride. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense knows they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on 1st and goal to push them the other way, but they have to be thinking takeaway right here.
Again, McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will swell the lead to 16. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A good pickup there, a 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Young, hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Cody Parkey sets the kickoff.
The Browns kicker Cody Parkey all set, and off we go from First Energy Stadium. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Time with James Conner. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, it's Conner, and he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry of the game for Jaylen Samuels. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 11 now, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Pittsburgh.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
1st down run for Connor. Not going to get much. Maybe a yard. 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll run here with Connor. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Roethlisberger will throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On
3rd and 1. Here's Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for David Njoku. Results in a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Ben to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 4 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now stands at 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And he's going to keep it here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
37-yard line.
Mayfield with it once more. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Browns, nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. B.J. Goodson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
3rd and long.
On 3rd down, it's Conner. And into the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.